All right, Jeff Zimmerman here with Coach Larry Wade, strength and conditioning coach for El Gallo, Jake Paul. What's up, Coach?
What's going on? Happy to see you again.
Yeah, you too, man. You thought I lived in Vegas.
I did.
Well, my association with Richard Still.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it is. But
Yeah.
no, I live right here in Big D. How's it treating you so far?
I love it. You know, I'm actually born and raised in Texas, so to be back home is a blessing for me. I think the biggest gift so far is me getting a chance to drive home to see my mom and dad, and so I was very thankful for that. I hadn't seen them in many months because I've been in camp, so to go to Austin area and see them was a blessing. So now I'm ready and focused for this fight.
You're a track star.
I used to be. I'm a fat old man now.
Yeah. Hey, man, talking about getting bigger, though, Jake Paul looked massive in that ring.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
I know you had something to do with that. Talk about the training you've been doing with them to go up against Iron Mike.
Well, it's been a bit of a challenge because, as you know, we were initially supposed to fight Mike, in July 20 of this year. And we didn't get Mike Tyson. We ended up getting Mike Perry and having to go back down to cruiserweight. Was a hard challenge. We dropped 38 pounds in order for that to happen. So to go back from 200 and try to build back up to a competitive heavyweight position was challenging. But Jake, being the worker that he is and being willing to commit to it, we got it done, and now we're here. We're looking for the opportunity.
Have you ever been around a guy, because they show the videos of him working? I mean, people ask me all the time, and he works his ass off. Have you ever been around a guy like him?
When you say work his ass, you speaking about Jake?
Jake.
Oh, man, listen, hell yeah. You talking about, I've been around a lot of great fighters, man. You talking about guys like Sean Porter, multiple world champion who works his ass off. Guys like Badu Jack, multiple world champion, 3-division world champion, works his ass off. Guy like Caleb Plant, former world champion as well, works his ass off. So I've been around a lot of great fighters who do that, and that's just a prerequisite to even have an opportunity to talk about being a world champion. But Jake's a little different because Jake's not only a guy pursuing to be a world champion with not having an amateur career, but he also is a guy that has a very, very demanding life as far as jobs and careers. And so he does all the same things that all my professionals do, and at the same time, he has to go back home in between and run his business. So he definitely commits a lot.
How do you train somebody to take a punch from Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet?
That's like training someone to say, hey, sit in front of this car and let you hit you, see if you can deal with it. Nah, you can't train for that. You just have to get out the way. And a fight like this is guaranteed Mike is going to touch him at some point. That's why we put Jake in there with a lot of the top fighters, in the heavyweight division. He was in there with a guy named Savage, who was ranked number 15 in the world, 6'4" and 290-something pounds. So when you can deal with punching from a guy like that, that makes him feel more prepared to deal with a guy like Mike Tyson.
You do a lot of neck exercises, I see. They show a lot of video working on that neck, strengthening it. Talk about that a little bit.
Well, everybody knows in the heavyweight division, it just takes one punch. If not like, welterweight division where you can get a bunch of punches, a collaboration, and you knock a guy out. In that division specifically, it usually takes one punch, and that one punch can end it. And we've seen that time and time again. So we do all we can to try to strengthen him and prepare him for that moment if it happens, so that he can endure it and come back and win the fight.
What are you expecting in the fight? Are you expecting an early knockout? Are you expecting this to go the distance? How do you see it playing out?
Well, a number of things can happen. But Jake said he's looking for 4 or 5, the 4th or 5th round. Honestly, I'll be happy any round it happens. So as long as Jake does the job, he's gonna do what needs to be done, and at the same time, he'll walk away safe.
It doesn't go the distance though.
We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I don't know if it will or not, but if you've been part of any of Jake's fights and been part of any of Mike Tyson's fight, 90% of them don't go the distance. So I would assume this will be the same.
Thanks, Coach.
What are the key changes that Jake's made in terms of strength and conditioning since the Mike Perry fight?
Oh, wow. We had to go back and get his core line base strength together. I saw some stuff on Netflix that I recorded earlier. We were doing some bench press type stuff. That was actually that was like a pre-camp situation. That wasn't even like during the camp. Because we had to get his baseline strength together. You lose all that weight. Yeah, you lose power as well. You have to lose 38 pounds in 5 weeks. It's not easy. So to have to go back from that and then actually get 25 more pounds back up of strength and muscle and not just mass, it's a challenge. You're asking a lot of a guy. So we definitely had to make some adjustments, stay a little longer in the baseline phase, frame of it all. And now he's looking good. He's definitely strong. So I'm looking forward to this fight, man.
Having worked with so many athletes, like, what is the body like of a 58-year-old going into a fight like this? Is it possible to rewind the clock so far back?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, you're talking about guys who are legends for a reason. What made Mike Tyson special from the very beginning was he was unique. And he was able to do things that most people couldn't do. That hasn't changed. Mike is still unique and doing things. How many 58-year-olds look like him, move like him, act like him, and willing to do the things he's doing, right? So it's different, right? So he's special then, he's special now, and we respect him. So we're just looking forward to getting the opportunity to get in the ring with him. I wanted to be, at some point in my career, my dream was to either be in Mike's corner or go against Mike. And honestly, I like going against Mike better. So that's what I want to do.
Let me ask you, your buddy's on the other side, Amir.
Yeah.
So talk about that. How does that work? You guys are real tight,
Man,
work with a
listen.
lot of fighters together.
Competitively, we are very competitive. He is a former world champion himself. I'm a former world-class athlete myself. So we're very competitive, you know, but at the same time, we have nothing but love and respect for one another. And that's the best combination for a friendship.
All right, Coach. Thanks, man.
Thank you
Welcome
guys
to
for your
Big
time.
D. Good to have you.
Yes, sir. I'm here.
All right.
Thank you.